Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekend advice reading for the weekend of the 29th, 30th and 31st of January 2016. I do apologize for the video being a little late. I have no idea what's going on, but there's a lot of change happening around me and it's just time consuming trying to keep up with everything. I'm doing my best to go with the flow and see where that takes me. But yeah, it feels like everything's upside down, especially today. So thank you for being patient with me, okay? Alrighty, so for this weekend, it looks like things are calming down, things are settling, okay? And it's about exchanges this weekend. Let's just get into it. So the first card we have is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups can either be an energy in your life or a person. If it's a person, it's most often a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces. Or generally someone who's very, very kind, a good listener, someone who always has good advice, someone who's very empathetic, who can actually put themselves in your shoes and give you the best advice that you need at that time. This is someone who's always there for you to support you, even if it's just emotional support. Okay? The helping hand, the shoulder to cry on, the sympathetic ear. Okay? Compassion is coming through. Okay, so it could be that this is the energy that you've been dealing with recently, or this is a person that has been influencing your life for good or for worse, for best or for worse, recently. Or if it's a person, it could be a person that triggers your current situation, okay, or causes it in some way. The King of Cups is not a negative energy by any means. The King of Cups is mature energy, emotional maturity, okay, so someone who knows themselves, someone who knows what they want, what they need, what they're capable of, okay, and someone who's very kind, very gentle. Alright, so that's the kind of energy that has been surrounding us recently, or the kind of people that have been surrounding us recently. And again, it has a lot to do with all the choices we have been making in the past few days or weeks, okay? Second card we have is the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups is a card of celebration, okay? This is a card usually talks about socializing, going out, or friends coming together and just enjoying themselves. It also signifies the beginning of a new lifestyle. Okay, so something ends and something new begins when it comes to your lifestyle, your emotional comfort. Alright, so this is just a lot of people being around you this weekend. And this is, you can trust these people, you do trust these people, you care for these people, and they care for you. They have, again, good advice for you. They're always there when you need to talk, or they always call you when they need to talk. Okay, and there's this exchange happening. Okay, it's like you do a lot of sharing this weekend, and people around you receive your stories, and then they in turn share theirs. Okay, so it's all about connecting and growing closer this weekend and just enjoying your closest friends and family, okay, and enjoying their love and support. And the last card we have is the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles talks about, for me in this particular reading, things stabilizing, you becoming more sure-footed, I think the expression is, or confident with where you're headed, with who you are, with what you want. Okay, it is also you managing your resources very well, very wisely. Okay, it's all in balance. Everything has a place, everything has a purpose, especially when it comes to finances. You manage your finances very well. You manage to put money aside this weekend even. But it's because it's such a general reading, it mostly comes across as your energy, your confidence, your attitude moving forward, where you now have a knowing as opposed to before. Maybe you had to guess, maybe you had to hope, maybe you had to cross your fingers, hope for the best. Now it's more like you know where you're headed. You know what's to come because you have built the foundation. And so you know what will follow that naturally, what will follow that construction pattern, if you will. You've done things in a certain way. You've done things in a certain mindset with a certain attitude. And once you've set the foundation, you'll attract the same kind of energy to complete that creation that you've started. Hopefully that makes sense. But especially this weekend, I feel like it has a lot to do with your connections, with the people around you, okay? With the people you trust. There's a lot of communication going back and forth, and there's a lot of learning. It's like you learn by listening to others. You learn more about them. You learn more about yourself. And at the same time, when you speak, you teach others because they learn from you and your experience. And the card we have as advice is 57, teaching and learning. Okay, so that ties in very well. And so that's 5 plus 7, that's a 12, and that's a 3, and it talks about your leadership skills and your creativity and your ability to inspire. Okay? And there's a lot of spiritual growth happening. The purple in the card is making me think about spirituality. Okay, so you learn a lot this weekend about yourself, those around you, the world. And at the same time, be aware of the fact that you will inspire others. You will be an example to others this weekend, whether you want to or not, whether you like to or not. People will look up to you this weekend. People will take your example. Okay, you will inspire people to make good decisions, to take risks, to believe in themselves the way you believe in yourself, to try and reach the same confidence as you appear to have. Because you will be, even though you may not feel like a teacher, you will definitely come across as one. Okay? It's just the energy that surrounds you. It's you come off as someone who's very wise, who's been through a lot. Okay? Who can give you advice, very good advice, because they've seen it all. Okay, that is how you come across this weekend. So be aware of that. Whether you are surrounded by younger people or people your age or even older people, it doesn't matter. Okay? Age doesn't matter. You can always learn, no matter how old you are. If you're willing to, you can always learn. And there's a lot of learning. Okay, there's a lot of aha moments that will happen to you this weekend. Things will come together, things will click for you. A puzzle will be completed. You will have some answers that you've been looking for. Okay, because again, because of this atmosphere that you're in, of compassion, understanding, openness, and this giving and receiving, this sharing, this experience exchange, if you will. the additional advice we have is 27, Carry Me Home. Okay, and that's a beautiful card. And the card is about support, time to be carried, allow others to help. Okay, so once again, you have all the cards have people on them. Okay, so if you have already made plans to get up and meet with friends or family, then definitely make the best of that time. Okay, take advantage of it. If you haven't, this could be advice for you, that something like this could give you the answers that you have been struggling to find on your own. Okay, so definitely pick up the phone, or just visit someone, surprise someone, or invite someone to come and see you. Okay, because it will be around people, okay, this weekend that you receive your answers. It will be that talking to people will give you the solutions that you're looking for. Okay, so share your experience. Don't try to overthink things, because it's still the same perspective. It's still your perspective. Okay, slightly different, trying to get different angles, but it's still coming from the same place. So you can't really get a different perspective when you're thinking about a situation over and over again. You can only get a different perspective when you share that situation with someone else and allow for them to give you their input, to give you the way they see that situation. And I guarantee that no matter how many ways you can think about a situation, you're not going to be able to cover every angle, every perspective. You're still going to go, even if you've thought about the same situation over and over for weeks. Once you talk to someone about it, that person is going to have a view that you did not account for. Because again, you couldn't have. You don't have multiple minds. You just have one mind. So all the perspectives you think you're getting are coming from the same place. Okay, they may be slightly altered, but it's still the same one. And another thing is, a lot of solutions will come to you. You just have to open your mouth, share that experience, and oftentimes just you hearing yourself speak about that situation will give you some answers. Okay, I don't know if it's happening to me a lot. Okay, it's happened a lot in the past. It always happens. If I'm struggling with something and I can't really seem to get it so that I understand it, or that so that I'm fully aware of what's going on and what's going to happen, and so I just try to turn that situation upside down and around every kind of angle I can think of, and then I get stuck because I think about all the possibilities that I am able to think about. And then when I speak about that situation, just hearing myself talk just gives me a different perspective. I don't know if that happens to you. So I don't even need to hear someone else give me an answer. It's just hearing myself talk about that out loud that gives me a different angle, a different perspective. So I would say definitely surround yourself with people this weekend, and whatever you've been struggling with, share that with someone, because definitely you will have some answers this weekend. You will have solutions come to you. You will have peace of mind come to you. Okay, it's good times, it's celebrations, it's weights being lifted off of your shoulders. Okay, but you need to allow for that support. Okay, allow for the input of others. Okay? Okay, so it's all about communication. It's all about exchanging stories, experience, ideas. Okay, and it should be a really, really good weekend with things calming down, settling down, because once you get the solutions you've been struggling with, everything just kind of comes in, falls into place. And so you can enjoy the time you have with the people you care about, which I hope you do this weekend. Okay, so hopefully this reading makes sense to you. I don't always think about the message that I'm relaying. Sometimes it just comes out and I don't even know what I'm saying. So hopefully, that's why I always say, hopefully this reading makes sense to you, and hopefully you get the messages you're meant to get out of it. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Thank you again for your patience, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.